Hello. Hello. Should we say hello? That has the word hell in it. I'm not quite sure. Guys, I've had a glorious morning. I went for a walk, met a dog, beautiful dog, had a bit of a workout, made myself an omelette, and just decoded the Matrix. Wow, 13 in the life, 4 likes, Kobe Bryant's final game on 13-4 in his 2016. So I'm just going to go over multiple things. The main reason I'm going live right now is a guy messaged me on Patreon and said one of his friends is like this close to waking up. And he just says that he just needs a little bit more evidence. So I'm just going to keep pushing it for things like that. So this guy can help wake his friend up, and then they can connect and talk about this stuff and then hopefully convince their other friends. So honestly, the main reason I'm going live is for that guy. I won't say his name, but I hope this helps because I'm going to reveal a lot of deception here. A lot. Well, today I'm taking a break with my older kids. I basically said it's best that we restart again in the fall. Thank you so much, Maverick. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well, mate. So one of the parents just said, thanks so much, Adam. You have been such an important part of the kid's name, athletic development and character building. We are so blessed. Those things, man, I just got goosebumps. Wow. Let me just respond to this. Wow, I love that. Wow, I just got goosebumps. Hey, Maverick. So much love to Maverick, who said he gained a little bit of weight during the pandemic, and now he's out walking and working out. So happy. Clow, what's in the omelette? All right, I kept it simple. Mushroom, onion, and cheese, and pepper. I didn't put any meat in it. It was delicious, though. I've got this little sweet chili sauce as well, which I dabble a little bit on the omelette, and then I had a bit of apple juice, and then I've just got my water now. So yeah, 15 in the live, 5th triangular number. That 155, enormous, isn't it? It's when Kobe got inducted, 15.5. Claydex was 15.5. Operation Warp Speed was 15.5. But Clow, I'll get back to your audio after this. What was his name? I'll respond to it. Because you sent me a 2-minute and 58 audio. Was that in dedication to your boy, Neil Armstrong, who was born 25/8? The 25th of August, you sent me a 258 audio. The guy who never went to the moon. 16 alive, 6 likes for Jurgen Klopp's birthday. The guy who finished with 166 Premier League wins, and he was born 16/6 at the end of the season. Hit him with the sledgehammer, maybe that would put him over. Hey, Carly Pink Joseph, how you doing? You beautiful soul. Adam Lastman, much love. Robert, how you doing, mate? How you doing? So let me just go through multiple things that some of these are codes with numbers. Some of them are just blatant rituals. And there was an image I saw this morning in a store. I wasn't physically in the store. It was just an image. And it said, we invite you to smell the candles, but we ask you to keep your mask on. And this isn't a meme. That's not a meme. It wasn't a meme. I'm not trying to make you laugh. I'll say that again. We invite you to smell the candles, but we ask you to keep your mask on. This is the level of outrageous mockery at the moment in the world. It's beyond a joke. And sometimes I laugh at it. Other times I'm like, these people need to get brought down soon. Posted on Patreon and Twitter, Stephen Curry teaches shooting. They changed the world, now you. This is Steph Curry, Stephanie, female, just an actress on the world stage. Learn from the most inspiring artists, leaders, and icons in the world, aka learn from Satanists and give them more of your hard-earned money. He's got a warrior ball in his hand for you, 33. He's holding it like this, like Mystic Meg holding a crystal ball. I'm telling you, so many rituals in the NBA. And I said, guys, no need to spend your money on this masterclass. I'll teach you it for free. Simply put, purchase a basketball hoop, number one. Then go out and purchase some magnets, number two. Number three, shoot towards the hoop. And number four, celebrate by throwing up the sixes. There's your Steph Curry masterclass. All right, Joker. And my mate Durrell was saying my one co-worker just can't fathom that there are magnets in the ball. It's been proven that they put magnets in the ball when you actually study it. You can watch videos on it. Wow, 24 in the live, 8 likes for Kobe Bryant Day and his jersey numbers. Now we got the 25-8 cloud for your last audio. Wow. So that's bullshit, that course. Don't invest your money in these so-called master classes. I hope you understand that, because it's a joke. And the amount of people that will be spending money thinking that they're going to be able to shoot like Steph when it's impossible without magnets and magic. Like David Blaine said, is it magnets or is it magic? He said that in a commercial. You can watch it. And then this is in your face. I'm telling you that these top male celebrities were born females. They have to be where they're at in connection with the Baphomet. For the first time ever tonight, the German men's national team will wear the shirt of the women's team. They will wear the kit for the Nations League game against England to gain attention for the Euros. And then it has an image of Gnabry, I think, and that scumbag Havertz, who scored that Champions League winner, number 29, in a 1-0 win. The game was on the 29th, the 10th prime, not Champions League, against Man City, where Chelsea somehow won it. And then look what they did the following season. Nothing. Didn't win anything, did they? So these people are inverts, and it's in your face. Germany with the Masonic black and white shirts, like the checkerboard, the Adidas with the pyramid in the middle, the eagle for Freemasonry. And of course, they have to do this against England in this big war ritual, guys. And speaking of England, 7 England fans were arrested in Munich on Monday on the eve of the 3 Lions Nations League clash with Germany. 7 Masons. Anti-German chants and songs related to World War II. Just nonsense. By the way, 7 were arrested and 3 were arrested for Nazi salutes. There's your 73. Like Philip was married to Elizabeth, 73 years. The UK police described the disorder as primarily alcohol-fueled antisocial behaviour rather than widespread violence. And an image of Southgate. If there's one guy I would love to knock out, it's him at this point. People keep asking that, who would you really love to knock out? It's Southgate. It really is. He's really annoying me now. Southgate, fan trouble affects England camp. It's funny how they go on camps, guys, like concentration camps. The England camp, the Germany camp. The arrests come after England manager Gareth Southgate. Southgate's connected to hell. Okay, hell's below, like Southgate, the gates of hell. That's where you have Bill Gates. Gareth Southgate asked fans to behave themselves before Tuesday night's Nations League fixture. Fixture, guys, fix. Because these games are fixed against Germany. Germ, like a virus. Admitting any pre-match issues always have a negative impact on his camp. I think, again, with no decode, could be wrong, no decode here, don't take me on this. Germany will win because of the bullshit ritual of wearing the women's shirts and this nonsense. And Southgate will say how, oh, God, the fans' behaviour definitely affected our mindset going into the game. All that bullshit when it's just a game of football. When you're out there on the field, you play football. I get it if there's bombs going off around you. But if there's some knobheads drinking, some Masons getting arrested, that shouldn't affect your performance. Police have confiscated 880 passports for your 88, like a cult. That's a lie. It's just a lie. These things are all lies of England fans ahead of the fixture, which comes hot on the heels of Saturday's 1-0 defeat to Hungary, which I told you was all a Queen Elizabeth ritual. England have been given an allocation of 3-4-6-6 at the Allianz Arena, but it's expected some supporters will travel without tickets or will have purchased those on sale in home sanctions of the stadium. Why are you watching England? Southgate is a muppet. Kane, there's an image of him now taking the knee with the rainbow flag armband on with his Nike gold boots for the Saturn worship. Wow, not since September 2019 has a full England allocation travelled to an away game, and there are currently 1122 banning orders in place. 1122 when JFK died. Double master numbers. 11 and 22 gets you 33, like England. Asked if it was important for England fans to behave on big occasions in Germany, Southgate replied, yes, it is. So this is just utter bullshit. Telling you, professional sports, they just push agendas. Germany wearing the women's shirts. Why all of a sudden do FIFA or the FA care so much about women's sports when they never did before? Why are they pushing it now? Because these women's sports, it's all men playing in them. Look at the women's NBA, the WNBA. All men, every single one of them's a man. It's a joke. And why they care so much? They're pushing agendas, guys. This whole thing, they want to make men and women equal. So people just won't be able to even differentiate between a man and a woman. And that's where it's going now. It's an absolute disgrace, to be honest. It's pissing me off. These people, man. I joined YouTube on 666. Wow. Which is not a bad number. It's the number of a man. It's not a bad number, 666, just so you know. Don't let them convince you that it's a bad number, that it's just connected to Satan. It's the number of a man. It won't be here without being made up of 6 neutrons, electrons, and protons. That's the 666, made on the 6th day of the week. So you're seeing 56 everywhere? Yeah, because they put it in your face for whatever reason. I know it gets you 11. But 7 England fans. Adam Levine buys 32 million Los Angeles home. 32. Like this 32 A's on the Society of Jesus' logo. That is a blatant woman, Adam Levine. Blatant. So there's always something in there. There's always racism going on. Or homophobic behavior in these sports now. News and gossip. New Premier League officials announced. Who cares? They're just as corrupt as the old ones. If not, probably more corrupt. Bellingham pips Foden atop England list at 115 million. 115. Masonic and Lucifer 115. I keep talking about 115. Now Bellingham's value is 115 million. 115. What bullshit. Jude. Hey Jude. Connected to the Beatles. Goes to Germany. Of course he does, in these war rituals. Just like Sancho. What's next for Gareth Bale? Probably a satanic ritual. But he does that every day. Bayern's Mane bid rejected. Pogba weighing up future. Who cares about this Satanist, Pogba? Sterling to run down contract. Milner signs another contract extension. How old's Milner now? I played against him. He must be my age, about 36. He must be around it must be 36. Let me look at James Milner's age. I've played against him. He can't be. How old is it? He's 36, yeah, my age. He was born in 86, just like me. Speaking of 86, hey, Don, how are you, brother? What's that say? I can't even see what it says, that little fox. Number 1. Yeah, you are. You are, brother. Clow, you're up there in the top 3 now, but I say Durrell's number 1. Maverick's getting close, though. Adam, look at the channel of Rebecca 4555. Okay. Coca-Cola, KK, 311. All right, let me have a look. Okay, I found the person. 1 point. Oh my God, Coco! I just said you had the 11s in your name with the KK, and this Rebecca has 1.1 subs for your 11. I've just subscribed to her, even though I've not watched any other stuff. The Rosicrucians own the best Egyptian museum in San Jose. Didn't know that. Something is wrong. Something is terribly wrong. Yeah, Satan's just letting you all know that he's running the show right now. Yeah, he is 36, just like me. So I did play against him. He was very good, though, Milner. I tell everyone that when he played for Leeds. I was at Bradford City. They were all talking about him, even at that age. When I was 14 when I played against him or something. Lucky number 3, baby. Yeah, I live at number 3. So yeah, you're in the top 3, baby. Join the club. They shadow ban me. Yo, Jay Saul. J Soul, wow, what a guy. I've told you, an inspiration to me. Intelligent, funny, got me into music. It took me to the next level, J Soul. I would say. It took me to the next level. I was very good before I knew him. I got even better when I got to know him. Zavi's an invert, yep. Could you decode a guy called Shane Browning on Twitter? He's gone on about how he is the savior of mankind. Of course he's a Satanist. Anyone who's saying that they're the savior is not somebody who truly believes in God. There's only one savior. Okay? No man is a savior. No man is God. Anyone who says that, don't give them any of your time or respect. I could decode him, but I don't think he deserves my energy. It's funny how they're showing Nabri and Havertz in the image next to each other. Again, black and white symbolism, like their shirt. It's outrageous. What about this? PK and Shakira split up. PK is blatantly a female. Shakira is blatantly a man when you look into it. PK was born 2287. Shakira was born 2277. These two, one of the most famous couples, celebrity couples in the world. PK, obviously, successful central defender at Barcelona. In my opinion, the most Catholic club in the world. And they're open about that. And Shakira came on the scene at like age 13. At age 13, she was recording in Sony Studios, guys. At 13. So they've just split up. PK was born exactly on the nose 10 years after Shakira, and I've been talking about 10 for a year and a half. Shakira is known as the queen of Latin music. So again, the queen's going. If she's already gone. The queen's dead, guys, at this point. She's gone. So fucking obvious. So yeah, the queen of Latin music breaks up with PK, and PK was born exactly 10 years after Shakira, and Elizabeth's funeral is 10 days after she dies, or at least when they announce her death. And they were both born on 2-2. Your master number 22, and then they split up in 2022. All by the numbers. It's all by the numbers. J-Sol is the laugh, man. He's got an amazing laugh. Who did you fancy, PK? I can see why you fancied PK. I fancied Shakira. I did fancy Shakira. But then it just all comes out. The hips don't lie. She told us that. Oh, guys, the hologram carriage. I was speaking to my best mate in England about this. There was thousands of people waving and screaming at a hologram. This is how insane the world is right now. Thousands of people were waving at a hologram of the Queen like it was real and getting all giddy and excited. It's some sort of magic. Can people really be that dumb to wave at a hologram? And yes, the person playing the Queen is wearing a blatant mask. Study Hollywood masks, please. I keep telling people. I may have to do my own video on it to show you. They could make me look like the Queen if they wanted, but obviously I'm a bit too tall. And that little rat. Donnie, we're going to have a talk on live about the word God in the Bible and other written books before. Can I call you? I need to speak to this guy. He might be at work. But his knowledge is absolutely insane of this type of things. All right. Let me see if he answers. I have nothing but love and respect for this guy. And he's very, what's he called? Modest. He's very modest for his knowledge. Yo, bro. Thanks for the support. I appreciate you. Right. I've told people so many times that you have so much knowledge on topics I don't have a lot of knowledge about. And the last time you were on the live, people loved you. I got loads of inboxes saying, get this guy on for a proper show. I don't like the word show. It's like a performance. I'm not here to perform. I'm not a monkey. But, mate, what we're talking about here then, when you say here about the word God in the Bible and other books written before it, please, I just want to sit and listen because I talk so much. I'd love to just listen.
Well, I mean, I didn't mean like now. I meant another time we can have like a discussion. I'm not at work. Can you
give us a 2-minute breakdown? Just a 2-minute.
Well, yeah, it's actually pretty easy, and it's really pretty simple also.
Okay.
So, all right. So you know, you look in certain books, you look in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
You have the word God.
Yeah.
G-O-D. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
And then you go into the scriptures and you start reading, and it says, let's make man in our image.
Yeah.
And with that point, you're like, okay, well, that's the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's what
The Holy Spirit. The Holy same thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Right. So your Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, right? So you have the Holy Trinity, right?
Yeah,
so
the
like,
Holy
okay,
Trinity.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I told from certain pastors. And I'm like, oh, and that's really interesting how it's an entity and it talks among itself, but it's supposed to be divine energy, you know?
Yes, yeah.
So I dig deeper. Remember I told you about the emerald tablets and I sent you that a nice little picture of it?
Yeah, that was crazy. Tablets. That was crazy interesting, yeah.
Now, mind you, about the tablets, it talks about God or the gods.
Hmm?
Now, what I like about it is, you know, I'm a big fan of mythology, and I really like Egyptian mythology, right? You know,
what like do you know about like Greek mythology and
Roman, Greek, I know about them. And actually they all tie in together.
And why is the Egyptian one intrigue you more than the other ones?
Because I feel more connected to the beginning than anything. Because remember, people always talk about philosophy. I'll give you a good one. Everybody knows about Eastern philosophy, right?
Yeah.
So then you talk about Western philosophy, right? So Western philosophy is basically anything in Europe, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right? Western philosophy.
Pretty much, so yeah. Any developed country is pretty much Western philosophy.
Right. So when the question comes, how or where did they get this information? Right? Well, you have to go back into where they studied and went to school. They went to Africa.
It all goes back to Africa, doesn't it? Everything seems to go back to Africa. Everything when you study this, it all seems to go back to Africa and Egypt.
Right. So, like any civilization, you want to have your own heroes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And
okay,
gods.
Well, you're gonna love this. You're really gonna love this because this is gonna go back to Baphomet. You're gonna love this.
Oh, here we go. I knew you'd bring up the Baphomet at some point.
Well, okay. Well, remember? All right. So you remember the Disney show or / cartoon Hercules that came out?
Hercules, yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Well, remember his little teacher, Phil?
No.
Phil was all right. So Phil, I think his name is Phil. Phil was the one that was Pan. He was a half goat, half man.
Ah, Pan. Yeah. Is that why we have pansexuals? So people are worshiping. Ah, wow. That's just wait. Say that again, because this pansexual that they're promoting. What? Who's Pan? Who's Pan? Is Pan a god?
I wouldn't say he's a god. He's more of an entity. He's basically this is Pan's superpower, right? Because you know Zeus would bang anything.
But right? is Pan connected to Satanism, or the Baphomet, or the Baphomet?
All right. So remember, the Baphomet represents duality. So he has a man genitalia and female breast.
Bro. Sorry to stop you. I hate doing that. Somebody in the chat called Anonymous has said pandemic. Wow. Pandemic. Wow.
That's another one.
Peter Pan. Peter Pan as well. Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Wow. Fuck.
Peter Pan. You can do Panamera.
Whoa, Pandora's box.
Pandora box. Yep.
Wow, I just got goosebumps. Any more pans, guys? Anyone in the chat come up with more pans? Like, I just fucking cooked my omelet on a pan, but I don't think that was satanic, although it's connected to fire. Pansexual, pandemic, Peter Pan, come on, somebody. Panera Bread, Panam Airlines, wow. Panhandle, geez, man, panda, you pander to people.
Yep. Pan is really intriguing how that goes.
All right, the pan flute, all right, and pan flute, and he was a pipe. He played the pan flute, he was a piper. Wow. Okay, I'll stop. Keep going. Sorry, mate.
No, you're fine. So what Pan's ability was, Pan was very sexual in nature. I always wanted to have sex all the time. He was mainly doing sheep.
Well, no wonder you like it then.
Well, you know how sheep are. Everybody loves to bang the sheep because the sheep will do whatever you want.
Yeah, sheep love to bang all the time.
And hence why people would bang sheep. There's a whole, we can go to a whole concept on sheep and sexual organs, but we're not going to go there. We're going to stick to the structure of how Pan was this God, quote unquote God, right?
Okay, yeah.
So you have to remember, okay, if you're facing Pan, you're like Pan, okay. Well, where does Pan fit in with Egyptian mythology, right? You're kind of like, okay, Pan, maybe they just created that, right? Like, where did they come up with that?
Isn't the prefix pan like means all, like everything? Pan, like the prefix. That's why pansexual, you're attracted to everything. I think pan, the prefix means all.
Well, we have to remember Pan in Greek mythology is basically it's a fertility, right? It's more or less bestial formation. It's like Beauty and the Beast, bestiality.
Bestiality. Okay, you've also got pancreas, haven't you? Which is basically behind your stomach.
Oh, I forgot about the pancreas.
Pantomime, like this whole fucking world is a pantomime, it seems. Like it really does feel like a pantomime, like Shakespeare said. It's a pantomime, isn't it? We're living in a show, I feel like. I can't think of any more off the top of my head.
I mean, you can put Pan in front of any ethnicity also. You do Pan Egyptian, Pan African, Pan Arabianism.
Yeah, but I think it means all. I'm pretty sure it means all. Pancake. You got Pancake Day.
Oh, that's right. Pancake. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot Pancake.
Well, that's not mine. Somebody said Pancake. Lubomir. Great name. Lubomir Tassev said Pancake. That wasn't mine. The other ones I came up with. Pantry. Panorama. Good, Jay saw Panorama as well. Yeah, like a photo. Panoramic. Sorry, mate. Keep going. This is really good. This is really interesting.
So we're gonna stay on the topic of goats, right?
Goats, yeah, okay.
Goats, right? So in Egypt, the so-called goat is actually called Ka. It's Ptah. It was an Egyptian god of knowledge and wisdom.
Okay,
right?
I didn't know that.
So also known as the goat or the ram.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but if you go deeper into it, the goat or the ram also represents the name Ba, the Egyptian word for soul.
Ba?
So
isn't there a new variant now called the Ba variant, the BA variant, like sheep?
Well, also think about it. Baphomet, right? Soul.
Baphomet. Yeah, Ba. Okay, yeah.
Break it down, we're talking about the soul. Right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And also, Ka is also considered to be a great magician or the Lord of Serpents.
Wow, mate, I'm just confirming that there is a Ba variant of Omicron. Ba like sheep. It's called the Ba variant.
Yep.
Wow, that is pure mockery. That is pure mockery. You had Demba Ba, who won number 19 for Chelsea. Demba Ba, and 19 like COVID-19.
If you go to the movie Babe, about the pig.
Oh yeah, I used to love that movie.
We have to talk to the sheep at the end, and it says, "Well, we have a secret code." And it's like Ba Ram you.
Babe makes me think of the iconic baseball player, like Ba, the first two of baseball. Babe Ruth. Babe.
Hey, Babe Ruth was half black. You will treat him as a saint.
Yeah, but Babe Ruth, that surely wasn't Israel that wasn't his real name, was it? Babe Ruth.
No. His real name was not Babe Ruth.
It's called George. It's called George, I think.
Was it George Francis or George something worse?
George Herman. I think it was George Herman.
He wasn't
Something like that.
allowed in the all-white facilities. A lot of people don't know this. He wasn't allowed in all-white facilities. Ty Cobb would not bunker with them because he says, "I'll never deal with the N-word in my room." And they're like, "Whoa."
I didn't know that. I know he played 22 seasons for that master number. I didn't know any of that.
Like I said, when you go to start putting everything together from Egypt and you branch it off to these other mythologies, it starts making sense.
So is that why all these stars like do the Eye of Horus worship and stuff and cover one eye and all of that?
So the Eye of Horus,
What is that? Why do they always cover one eye? Is that your duality? Like half blind, half see? Why do they cover one eye, all of these people? I don't get it.
So the eye of Horus, is the all-seeing eye, right?
That's what I think it is, yeah.
It's the all-seeing eye. So once you start breaking it down, you're actually looking into the situation of the name Horus. He's actually the father of time, like Chronos. When you think of time, you think of Cronus.
Well, the guy who wanted depopulation in the Avengers Endgame?
Well, no, actually, that's Titan was Chronos was a Titan, I believe.
Oh, that's Thanos. I'm talking about Thanos.
Oh, you're thinking about Thanos, yeah. I'm talking about Chronos.
Mate, I just thought about Babe Ruth. He has the RU. And isn't that the earthquake god, Ru?
Ru?
Yeah, isn't it an earthquake god, Ru? It's an Egyptian god, Ru. Is it the sun god? No, that's Ra, isn't it?
No, that's Ra.
But this Ru, I'm sure Ru's the earthquake god, and it's making me think of Babe Ruth. So he has the Ba Ru, like the first two letters of his first and last name, even though it wasn't his name.
Double parking. Yep. I mean, you're gonna park in front of cars. Yep. Sideways. Yep. And then we have to remember what cars are in front of it when we go to take it out.
Hey, Eduardo. Afternoon, mate.
Yeah, man. I mean, everything starts coming full apart. Sorry,
No, I know you're working then. I apologize.
So Chronos time, right?
Yeah.
Horus, right? All-seeing eye, time.
Is the all-seeing eye just purely about time, or is it about wisdom? And what is the all-seeing eye?
Oh, it's all about wisdom.
It is. That's what I believe it is. It's wisdom and being aware of your surroundings and your consciousness. That's how I see it. Somebody told me I was completely wrong about that and said that all-seeing eye has nothing to do with awareness or being awake.
Well, you have to know the story of Horus and why they're talking about an eye. So the question would be, why would they talk about one eye? Because that eye was actually restored by another god. He lost his eye when he was fighting his brother Seth. He lost that eye.
How did he lose his eye?
He was in a fight. They were fighting. It was all about power and control.
How the fuck do you take someone's eye out? How did he get his eye out? Like with a spear or something? How do you take someone's eye out?
I mean, honestly, I didn't go into how he got out. Yeah. I mean, most likely probably a freaking spear or a sword.
Probably a spear.
I'll probably have to go deeper into that because I'm pretty sure it's deeper into the book.
I'd love that, mate.
Because Toth actually talks about that war between the two brothers, and he also talks about Ra. Like, he goes into a whole scenario about all the different gods, but some of themselves do not consider themselves gods. So people consider them gods. Some of them consider themselves just regular people.
So do you think there's multiple gods or just one? And then there's demigods. Do you think there's multiple gods or just one main god?
So once again, you have to go by God. You have to go by the definition of what you believe a god is. If you believe a god is the one Almighty, all powerful, you leave that out there. There's still one. There's only one. You still can go with that. But you have to remember, these people who were quote unquote developed yet in these certain situations, if you see something powerful, I'll give you a good one. Superman. And people will be afraid of him, be like, he can be considered a god. Superman could be considered a god.
What, because he has special powers?
Exactly. Mutants would be considered gods in a sense because of the things they can do or the destruction they bring. In the movie X-Men, I believe it's Apocalypse.
Mate, you're giving me goosebumps here. This is so fucking interesting. Wow. Yeah, keep going. So those X-Men could be classed as gods because they can do out of this world feats?
Yes. Well, okay, so you have a famous one. You have one of the most famous X-Men is Storm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Storm was considered one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yes.
Because she has the ability, to do whatever she wants with weather. That is very scary.
I think there's people that do have the ability to manipulate the weather, undoubtedly.
Oh, no doubt. But you have to remember this. That's only one of the four horsemen. If Storm was weather, the question is, I didn't look deep into that. Storm really just popped into my head when we were talking about this. Now I'm going to have to look at the other three horsemen. Or I think it's the three horsemen or four, just for the X-Men. I know there's always the four horsemen, but I don't remember from that. Because Apocalypse, the main villain in that was considered a god, right? He was a mutant, but he was the first of his kind, so he was considered a god.
Okay, yeah, this makes sense to me now. Yeah.
So once again, we just have to go by how people are using the word God.
It's funny how they're called X. It's how they're called X-Men, and X in Roman numerals is 10, like Satan. X-Men, like Satan men.
Well, they actually talk about, they start going down to the chromosomes and how they have extra something in their DNA. And that's the reason why, because it's manipulated.
So that's what I was going to ask you. These people who have this special DNA, do you think they're born that way, or it's just being manipulated? They put stuff in their body.
If you go by old Egyptian tombs, which people don't actually go talk about, they actually found animals with spliced DNA.
Okay.
There were lichens back then. They did take DNA from certain animals and put them together.
Yeah, I read that. They were mixing animal DNA with human DNA. I've read that. A lot of the gods, like you said, a lot of the gods are like half animal, half human, aren't they? Like the Minotaur.
Okay, so this is where this starts getting interesting. So, like, the Minotaur was never a god. Remember, the Minotaur was basically a garden.
Okay, right? Yeah.
Now, when we talk about Thoth, Horus, Seth, Ra, when people talk about them as being major gods, they actually, from the book, their heads were actually human. They just put animal heads on top of their head. That wasn't their actual head.
Okay.
But they picked certain animals for certain reasons.
So, what is the deep fascination with the goat?
Well, remember, with the goat, so the thing about the goat is, which remember we talked about before, how the goat stands above tall of everything. Everybody looks up at the goat. The goat is the greatest. But also the goat is very gluttonous.
It's funny how it's a male goat, isn't it, as well? A billy goat's like Bill Gates.
Yeah, Billy goat, yep.
Or Billie Eilish, who's blatantly a bloke. It's called Billie Eilish, and it's a male goat.
We can go on and on about this, my guy.
Oh, I know we can with you, mate. You and I could talk for weeks, mate, and it'd be interesting without sounding cocky.
But it started to get a little busy on my side, my friend. But we'll definitely talk more about this online. Let me know. Give me some time. I'll get my documents together, and we can really go.
Well, would you be willing? I don't know, in a week or something, if we set it up and I say, okay, I'm going live with this guy, and it's just you and I.
If you give me like a Thursday, could you do like a Thursday evening?
Anything for you, brother.
Yeah, because I'm all. If you give me a Thursday evening, we can definitely go in on it.
Oh, mate, I'll let you do most of the talking though.
But yeah, man, you have any more questions? Hit me up on the chat, whatever. I'll be in there. I'll be watching.
Wow, mate, what a legend you are. People love this, mate. Yeah, it's good that we're sharing all this different type of knowledge, man. It's great that I can. There's a reason why you and I came in contact. How the hell did we exchange numbers, mate?
You know, honestly, I don't remember.
I don't
even know how I even got a hold of you.
I do 100%.
I've seen you like message on Zach, one of his YouTubes or whatever. And I was like, oh, who's this guy? And then I went to your page, and then I went on to your Patreon, and then it just went from there.
Yeah, I think God does put you in contact with people, like by design. I think it happens, man. It's not an accident.
I agree.
Yeah, it's not an accident. He knows who's connected to who and stuff. So, well, mate, this was a pleasure. I didn't expect to do that. You know, my live streams, they're so random. I didn't plan on having you on, but I'm so glad you came on, mate. That was incredible. Wow.
Well, remember when it shocked you that I actually knew the owner of Lee? What was it? Not Lee. What was that jean company?
Don't know.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, Haas.
Haas?
Motor Museum.
Okay.
I remember the name, Gene Haas, stockholder, blah, blah, blah. No, not that Haas. Oh, God, he's old.
He is, right, yeah.
There we go.
Haas, that's a German name, isn't it? Cheers, lad. This was great.
Well, cheers, man. Billy.
All right. See you later, Baphomet boy.
See you, bloke.
All right. See you later, lad. Bye. Guys, I'm going to put my phone on charge. Wow, that was great. It's so knowledgeable. Oh. So it looks like it's going to come Thursday. I don't know if it's this Thursday or the following Thursday, but his knowledge of like mythology is just wow. That's why I like speaking to people like him. Then I learn. Then I can teach people about it. But he knows way more than I do about mythology. The gates of hell shall not prevail. I 100% agree. Dolly the sheep was mocking us, humanity. Because most people are sheep, aren't they? Making their own way to the slaughterhouse like sheep do. 1894 days from Dolly the sheep, Scaloni, in until 9/11, kind of 1984. I can't make you see it. Scaloni, you're talking about Argentina's coach? Jesus is the ram, Satan is the goat. That makes sense to me, but it's good that the Rams just won the Super Bowl if that's the case. But yeah, these celebrities are the goats. They call them the goats. So they worship the Baphomet. Jordan from North Carolina, Gali, means beyond Jordan. North Carolina's mascot is Ramses. Wow, that's really interesting. I'm an Aries, so I'm a ram. So I'm on God's team, baby. 666 days after January the 1st, 2020, Gates' birthday. Wow. Hit 2630, 263, the 56 prime. Seattle Mariners 56. This is why 56 game of the season. Coronavirus 56. Mariners improved 14 and 20, like 142. Coronavirus 142. Amazing. If it's a coronavirus riddle, then it hits. If it's not, then maybe not. Seattle's first stadium was called Sick Stadium, was it? Wow. Hey, Joseph. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Hope you're well, mate. Again, if you didn't hear me yesterday, you need to subscribe to Joseph Aquaviva 2222 for your 8 or for your 44. Ramsey Street in Neighbours. Wow, yeah, Ramsey Street. I used to watch that. Ramsey Street, yeah, that's where it was based, wasn't it? Neighbours. Then a lot of their top stars became A-list celebrities. I said this: Kylie Minogue, Russell Crowe, Natalie Imbruglia, Holly Valance, Jason Donovan, the girl who starred with DiCaprio. I keep forgetting her name, man. She's probably the most famous out of all of them. The blonde hair. Panchetto, yeah, good call. The Jews born in Ram's Horn during Shafar. Wow. Wow. See, I didn't know that, Sally. Rams is the Tar Heel, like he's coming from hell with tar on his heel. I do believe that. Oh, Ramos, Ram. Wow, Joseph, you just got me with Ramos, the shooter. Ramos. Sergio Ramos as well, who's won everything. Ram. Is that why they're pushing Mars, which has an anagram of Ram within it? Like Rams? Just thought about that as well. Maybe that's why they're pushing Mars. Yeah, Joseph's work's phenomenal. 263 country code is Zimbabwe, home of the airports balancing rocks. Epworth is the name of the sleepiness scale. Their motto is they sleep. Wow. Aries are the ram and Capricorn is the goat. That's correct. That's correct. No, the Mariners' first stadium originally the pilots, because originally they were going to have a pilot flying to Seattle on November the 3rd. What for your 113? Another 113. Hey, happy face, man. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, they're definitely pushing Mars. No doubt. And Sally, that does explain a lot with what you said about the Jews. Today, Obama is 2 days old. What? Is he? And that happens in 2022? Wow. What are your thoughts on people saying Freemasons are good people? I've told you, Freemasonry originally was men who wanted to make other men better. It originally was. Everything that's sacred's being infiltrated. Right now, no. The lower level ones are not evil. I'll tell you that. The lower level ones who are naive and the first and second degree and they're not really partaking in rituals from what I've heard, they're not evil. They're just trying to get ahead in life. They'll be corrupt. There'll be a level of corruption with all the Masons, but they're not all evil. The highest ranked ones are genuinely evil, like 33 degree ones. Like Freemasonry has become Satan worshipping. That's what it's become. I don't think it was always that. Freemason. Do you remember when Mason Greenwood said that he was going to go to jail, and then there was a hashtag Freemason, and his name's Mason Greenwood? The Antichrist, Barack Obama, 222. I know Joseph firmly believes that Barack Obama is the Antichrist. All I'll say about that is the numbers indicate it, and we'll find out. Obama just tested positive for COVID 222 days after his birthday. Wow, look what happens when you put a wealth of knowledge in the chat. You've got 6079 that pulls out codes that are insane. Then you've got Joseph pulling out numbers, backing up his numbers. And then there's me who can just spout any number. God, don't you love this, guys? People should be paying. Well, they do, I guess, on Patreon. But the knowledge that we share between us is just phenomenal. You learn more in an hour here than you do in like fucking 6-week course paying the Jesuits. Hey, Gary, how's it going? New to your channel, Gary from Scotland. Well, welcome to the channel, mate. I'd love to know how you came across it. I'm very well. It's I'm in Mexico. It's 10:47. You're 147. Freemasons 147 in Gematria, which is funny. The highest breaking snookers at 147. I'm very well. J Sol, assuming anything about a whole group is small-minded, 100%. Yeah, the word all is a word I don't like. You're always doing that. All the time. It's like, that's not possible. You're saying that's all I ever do. That's all I ever say. It's just the term all, or everyone says that, or nobody. It frustrates me, those words. Yeah. The answer's often in the grey. Not every Freemason's evil. Okay? Could you say every Satanist is evil? It depends what... I don't know. Are they doing ritual sacrifices? Like, I don't... That as above, so below is the people who worship Satan and genuinely believe that Satan is a good person, a fallen angel, Lucifer. I don't know. Is every Satanist sick in the head? I don't know. Is every witch evil? I heard that back in the day, witches were good. They wanted to create spells to make people healthy. And then they got killed. So when you think of witches, you always think of evil. The evil witch, because of Disney. I don't think all witches get into witchcraft because they're evil. To be honest with you, I wouldn't recommend ever getting into witchcraft or magic. I really wouldn't. But yeah, everyone who gets into magic, does it make them evil? I don't think so. Are all these top stars and influencers on the world stage? I think they're all Satanists. And they're all on the same team. Did you see Real Madrid's goalkeeper coming out saying he wants the Warriors to win the NBA? It's because they share the same colours as Real Madrid, Golden State Warriors, just like the Rams have that yellow and blue with a bit of white. As above, so below is 222, yeah, just like order out of chaos. Not every Freemason is evil, not every Satanist is evil, I agree. You've got to be open-minded with this knowledge, because being closed-minded won't get you anywhere. You won't grow being closed-minded. You've got to be open to things. Most people are not. Most people are not open to this knowledge, even though I've proven day after day after day that what I do is very valid. Day after day after day. People are still closed-minded to it. But again, you can't force this knowledge on people. If they don't want it, they don't want it. I keep talking about 115 and magic, don't I? I keep talking about 115 and magic. Joe Root labeled a magician as stunning footage emerges from Lords. Call it Lords again. Mocking Jesus. Joe Root managed to leave the bat upright without holding it at Lords. He also hit a century on what was a stunning day for the former captain. Gary Lineker and Piers Morgan, who are Masons and females, have since labeled Root a magician. I keep talking about these pundits calling these athletes magicians. Somebody's calling him a wizard with and without the bat. He's a magician. Guys, he got 115. 115 runs. Lucifer 115, Masonic 115. And also for another 10, he joined Alistair Cook, who I just did a video about, who retired at age 33 after getting his 33rd Test century. Highest rank of Freemason is 33 degree. He joined Alistair Cook as the only other Englishman to hit 10,000 test runs in the process. 10. So they keep revealing magic. They keep throwing out the 10 connected to Satan. They're throwing out the symbolism, which I show you every single day. I'm on top of it all. More people are waking up to it. So if I can wake up one person every single day for the rest of my life, hopefully I live a long and prosperous life. That's a lot of people I'll be waking up. If I wake up one person every day. But let's see if I keep this platform. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to have it. Lucifer 115, Freemasons 115, Masonic 115, Killing 115, 11, the fifth prime number. Keeps all these people now putting up the 5. All the Real Madrid players that got their 5th Champions League. The Queen waving, which is throwing up the 5, basically. She's constantly just throwing up the 5 to people. And guys, what they're doing with the royal family kids who are just behaving ridiculously so parents feel better about their hyperactive kids. It's all the show. It's all the show. These kids in the royal family covering one eye. You see them doing that. Like, they know what they're doing. They're trained from birth, these kids. Or they're under a spell. They're under mind control from a young age, and maybe they're not in control of their actions. Maybe they are being controlled remotely or by a demon. But the royal family, you better stop giving them your love and respect. My goodness. Especially what's come out in the last 2 or 3 years about them. How corrupt they are and the scandals, and still they're being worshipped. It's almost like God or somebody is screaming and desperate for us to wake up at this point. They're giving us every chance, and it's not just mockery. They're not mocking us. That's it. It's almost like even they want us to wake up. I don't know. They're making it so obvious. Even without gematria now, even without this sacred knowledge, they're putting it in your face. And still, people just don't process it. They have to be under deep mind control. Yes, 11 times 5 is 55 like Satan. Lightning gets you 55 like Satan fell from the sky like a lightning bolt. That's why Gatorade has the lightning for its logo, and they put it everywhere. Usain Bolt, fast as lightning, like a lightning bolt. His pose that he does as well when he wins is connected to a god. It's wild. Jesus doesn't have to be everyone's answer, because the truth is that Jesus isn't everyone's answer, and that's okay. 100% agree with that. You don't have to necessarily believe in Jesus or God. Don't force that on people. You've got to find your own truth. We can't force that stuff on people. I believe in God. I believe in a creator. I believe in a higher power. And I do believe in Lucifer. And I think right now he's running the show, but he's running out of ideas. I think he's running out of ideas. And people like me can see through that now. And soon enough, he'll go back to where he belongs. Boston's area code is 617. They could win game 6 and 617. Also, 617 is 113th prime. And then coronavirus was declared a pandemic 11-3. Boston might win game 6. But we'll find out. I need to decode tomorrow. It's really tough tomorrow. The first 2 for me were really easy. I had Boston and I had Warriors. Tomorrow's tough. Phenomenal riddles for both. So I'll have to really, really focus on that game. I don't want to call it a stay away game yet, but I've found too much for both already. But it might be one which I don't like doing. I really don't like doing this. I might have to say, hey guys, here's everything for the Warriors. Here's everything for Boston. I'm sorry. Add to it. Pick one if you want. But I'm pretty sure that I'll get game 4 for sure. I might even get game 3. But there's a lot for both, man. Oh my goodness, a lot for both. Whether's manipulated by Satanists, yes. Yes. Monster Drink has 666 in Hebrew, yes. I just did a post about it. Monster, guys. It's called Monster. It's got the 666 symbolism. It's got that giant M for Masonic. It's all over UFC, isn't it? Which is an incredibly Masonic sport, if you want to call it that. UFC is basically gladiators. like back in the day, in the Colosseum. It's the modern day Colosseum, is the octagon. This 8 sides, the infinite number. It keeps going round, the number 8. Yeah, Jesus will win. I do believe that. I believe the good will prevail. I'm not saying we can just sit back and watch and let the Satanists do whatever they want. I think they're getting desperate now. I don't think they'll get the New World Order, and if they do, I won't be playing along with it. I'll be happily knocking people out. I won't be playing along with the New World Order that they want, an Agenda 30. Has the word agenda in it. I won't play along. They say the 10 thing is amazing. 10's huge, isn't it? 10's a huge number. Count down from 10. NASA, don't they? Boston plays like crap at home usually. Well, judging by the home record over the season, it's not bad at all. I don't. Weather control, the Jesuit order, I believe. Yeah, they showed you in the Truman Show that they manipulate the weather. They told us at Vietnam that they can do it. They open about it. They created rain, make it hard for the soldiers, the Vietnam soldiers. Just finished watching It Chapter 1, decent film. You like Stephen King? Adaptations, Illusion. Yeah, I used to love Stephen King, who's blatantly a Mason. But he's got King in his name as well, which is mocking God. There's people who claim to be kings and queens, and Martin Luther King, Stephen King. It's not the real name, just so you know. Stephen King's not his real name. There's many names, GG. I'm sure the Almighty Creator knew he would be speaking English. Yeah. Monster drink like demons taking your energy. Wow! It's an energy drink. And the demons thrive off taking our energy. Don't put that shit in your body. Don't drink Red Bull, which gives you wings like Lucifer. Just thought about that now. And the monster drink, yeah, the energy drink. Don't drink these energy drinks that they tell you. They might give you a little boost, but maybe that's just in your head because they've told you that. Study the placebo effect. Wow. This is, guys, the people that are following my work, man, you're on a different level at the moment. And this isn't because of me, because you're teaching me stuff. Wow. I didn't even think about, energy drink. Monster. Monsters want your energy. They thrive off it. That's why these Masonic, satanic news anchors report negative news every day. Jesus is the God of peace. Yep. And people say, well, if he is, how come he's letting this happen? That's not how it works. He's waiting for us to step up, is what he's wanting. Like a good teacher. He's waiting for us to rise up. I really believe that. People like me are doing that. Let's not just wait. Pride Month has demon in the middle. Oh, wow. Jeez, Joseph. I was just talking about Pride Month. Because Lucifer was cast out of heaven. Because he was too proud. He wanted to be above God. Now we have Pride Month. In the 6th month, 6 connected to Satan heavily with the 616 and 666. And then Pride Month has demon in the middle. Wow. Wow. Mate, do you mind if I steal that? I have to steal that, mate. Pride Month has demon in the middle of it. And pride's a deadly sin. Pride's a deadly sin. Monster logos, 111. Yeah. Steal anything you want, brother. Thank you. Maybe I always say the truth's no competition. Joseph, anything you find of my work or from my videos, talk about it. Don't say it's my work unless you want to. My mate, Red Pill Monkey, he sends me images of symbolism all the time. He's like, illusion, stop Adam or whatever. You don't have to ask, just share it. I trust you. I trust your work. Just share it. You have a platform now, share it. And so, guys, if anyone takes my Patreon stuff, my tweets, and does it, but you don't have to say they're mine. Put it out there. She might wake up one person. It shouldn't be a competition anymore. Who's the illusion? Do you think you're the best decoder? I don't give a shit. I know I'm really good. I don't care if I'm the best, the second best, the 10th best. That's all opinion. That's all bullshit. I know who's good. I know who I think are shill or controlled. And there's more controlled shills than genuine decoders. Well, even truthers, if you want to call it that. That, simply put, with Germany, I think Germany will probably win because they're pushing the whole agenda with feminism and the women's team. They'll probably win Germany without even a code. Gut feeling, Germany win. Maybe they'll just embarrass England in this Nation League because they're going to do amazing at the World Cup. And who gives a fuck about the Nations League? You'll forget about it in a few weeks. Just more rituals that they perform. That's all the Nations League is. And the Nations is connected to the United Nations, who are basically the New World Order. That's who the UN are. You need to start looking into the United Nations and the World Economic Forum. It's the same people, including Bill Gates. And these people, anyone who's working for these companies or promoting them, like Arsene Wenger was at the World Economic Forum meeting, you see straight away, all right, this guy's 100% a Satanist. What about yesterday? Haaland scored, Masonic point. Okay, the Baphomet doing that. And supposedly one of the players called him a whore. And then a minute afterwards, he scored. Haaland's a woman being pumped with all sorts of drugs. Get that in your head. Get that out of your head that this guy is this big, strong man. It's a woman with a demon within him. He's number 9 for Norway. A man is known by the company he keeps. That's why Prince Charles always hung out with Jimmy Savile, who I have an image here of Jimmy Savile doing this point. I hope you enjoyed my 10 to 8 days left. Somebody said another guy did a video about this. Forgot his name. I think I follow him. Cody or something. Hope it's not Cody Rhodes, the Mason, the American Nightmare. I think he did a video about the 10 to 8. I'll have to watch it. 7 England fans arrested today on the 7th of June. Yeah, nobody got arrested. I don't care what image you saw. All right. It's Masons arresting Masons. That's it. It's all the show. It's the Mason arresting a Mason. I'm surprised that they'll come out and tell you that 3 of the England fans were called Mason or something. And people won't have a clue that they're getting mugged off. The UN equals United Nazis. Yeah, that makes sense to me. The Nazi salute as well is like the hand up in the air, like Alan Shearer's celebration. That's just what Satanists want us to decode. It only wakes people up, nothing else. Yeah, that's why I don't like really decoding these celebrity deaths, because they don't die, or these shootings. I can do it with my eyes closed. I don't want to focus my energy on that, although sometimes I do it. Pride Month matches up with Kinky Devil and Gematria 122. Wow, Satanic is 122 as well. That's why Kobe's 666 game was on 122, and the Lakers got 122 points. I agree with you, Adam, about the UN being the NWO, the WEF. Thank you. Yeah. Different name, same game. World domination. Getting everybody to worship Satan. That's all it is. Okay? That's all it is. And then they'll throw some controlled opposition in the middle. That's what they'll do. And then they'll have the other half of the celebrity world be pro this. No, maybe 70% pro and 30% against. And then, oh, I love what Elon Musk said about Gates. Wow. Like they don't both work for the World Economic Forum. Musk does, so does Gates. But they're against each other, yet they work on the same team. It's absolute nonsense. And I keep comparing it to wrestling. The guys who are fighting in the Royal Rumble, looks like they all hate each other, but they're all on the same team. They don't really care who wins. Well, they do. They want the company to win. The WWE, which is the most satanic industry in the world, I think, in sports. They get away with crimes and evil like Boris Johnson. Yeah, because they control the justice system. They'll never get arrested. They own it. They came up with the concept of it. So they can do whatever they want. That's why they are so satanic. They literally get away with murder because they own the justice system. All the lawyers, the top lawyers and the judges are all high-ranked Masons. So they have this cushy lifestyle. And the justice system is pure injustice. I still have a friend of mine who stole a bottle of milk as a dare when he was younger, and it's still on his, what do they call it? He's got it for the rest of his life on his criminal record as theft, because he stole a milk bottle when he was like 15. Whereas there's these sickos like Obama's allowing the US to go to war with multiple countries, killing thousands of people, and that's a heroic act. My friend steals a bottle of milk and it affects him traveling and getting a job because he did it for a bit of banter, stole a bottle of milk. Policeman caught him and said he was trespassing and got him done for theft. These policemen, man, they're disgusting. The top ones. I think the average policeman isn't. People go at me for this. I don't think the average policeman who gets in the police force is a Mason. It's the people who run it, the superintendents. People who say, this is what we're going to do, this is who you're going to arrest. They're high-rank Masons. Not every police guy, not every teacher is a Mason. Although the headmasters probably are. The owners of the school, no doubt. Listen to Murder by Numbers by the Police. I've listened to it. It makes me uneasy. I really don't like Sting. Which makes me think of the wrestler as well, Sting. Like wasps and bee. I got stung the other day on my foot. Like David Duckenworth of York Police in charge of Hillsborough. Yeah, so someone like him, DD for your 44. It's D-Day today, isn't it? They're high-rank Masons, but not every policeman is a Mason. Oh, D-Day, was it yesterday? It was in 1944, D-Day. DD is 44, and it was in 44 on 6/6. So you're 6/6 and you're 44, and 66 plus 44, what does that get you? It's you 110. Like the World Trade Center had 110 floors. They do everything by a code. The Allied troops landed along a 50-mile stretch. What? Satanic gets you 50. President Biden issues end of day statement. End of day, guys. There's a wrestler called Baron Corbin who moves end of days. They really are pushing this Armageddon bullshit. And you guys out there worshipping these soldiers, you better stop. You better stop worshipping these soldiers who are willing to kill other people. You can look at it of they're willing to risk their lives for our freedom, or you can look at it that they're willing to go there and kill people. You want to support that? General Mike Milley. Oh, your MM for your 33. Mike Milley. They're just Nazis, these people. 156,000 people died. 9/11, the 156 prime. Wait, let me check if that's what they're saying. Dead. What's this 156? When some 156,000 American, British, and Canadian forces landed on 5 beaches. 156,000. Shit, I just subscribed to the History channel, which is bullshit. His story. 156,000 people landed. Remember, Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany in 1933. Just a joke. BlackRock helped crash Luna with huge 900 million short play plus $41 billion of retail. Yeah, guys, you got to look into BlackRock, who basically own everything of value. Look into BlackRock. They're the people you need to be talking about. CIA inverts, yes. SAS, yes. CIA, SAS, FBI. Come on. NHS, WEF, the 3-word abbreviations. Watch my video about it. I called it all out. BBC, CNN, Catholic Network News, I call it. BBC, British bullshitting channel. As above, so below, 156, yeah. Tribulation 156, didn't know that. 666 156, I knew that. Thanks, Joseph, didn't know that one. Yeah, cheers, Joseph. Masonic Hive Mind Invasion, Depp and Heard wore them. Yep. Yeah, they did. They had the little bee. What they called? I forgot what they called. They said the beaches of France were first heavily bombed, but if you look at the official photos, there are no craters. It was all a lie. D-Day's bullshit. But my grandfather was in the war, but it's all lies. It's all exaggerated anyway. Maybe it's not 100% lie. But look what's going on in Ukraine and Russia now. You believe all of that? You really believe that? Come on. But they'll tell us in the history books, won't they? That X, Y, and Z amount of people died, and this is what happened, and it got invaded on the 24th of February, blah, 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 which led to this and the economic crash and the increase in prices in oil and la, da, 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 all by intention. And then people justify everything by, well, it's because of the war. And then my great-grandfather had to experience this. So it's only right I do as well. No, that's not how it should work. That's weak. That's really weak. Well, all they're doing is asking us to stay home and stay safe. And my grandfather was walking around and bombs were going off. Were they though? Were they? You're going to play along with the bullshit? The plandemic, which was blatantly planned years in advance. When you study all of this, it's there for you. They tell you. They give you all the answers for the exam. And most people still fucking fail it. They still fail the exam with all the answers right in front of their eyes. I better go. I'm getting intense. Although this was a fantastic live again, guys, without being cocky. I think the people that are starting to follow me are just really high level intellect and open-minded. And you do attract. Like, I'm attracting people like that now, which is great. Because I used to just attract people who wanted to gamble, because that's all I wanted to do, gamble and win loads of money. So all my patrons practically were people who wanted to win money. I attracted that because that was my energy. My energy is now revealing deception and talking about God and spiritualism and all that, and not the new age bullshit that like Russell Brand pushes. So people are drawn to me now because of that energy. And this is way better. Wow, this is so much better. So thanks to all of you that left a comment today. I appreciate you all. Better jump in the shower. I'm coaching soon. And guys, this stress in my back, it might just be if I'm sitting down or because I talk about intense things. It's not stress. It's tension, but it's not necessarily stress. And as soon as I do this, put some music on, I'll sit on my balcony maybe, and then I'll jump in the shower. I'll get a glass of water. Thank you guys, all of you. Wow, brilliant stuff. Yes, Russell Brand's blatant, one of the most blatant inverts there is. High heels, skinny jeans, long hair, nail varnish. Hello, like diva-ish. So in your face. Russell Brand like you get branded. Just connected to the devil, the mark. All right, thank you guys. Thanks for sharing my work as well. Thanks for supporting me on YouTube, Patreon, all of that good stuff. It means a lot. It allows me to keep pushing and getting this info out there without having to work a 9-to-5 job for your 95 theses. That's why you work 9-to-5. All right. Well, I'm not going to go at 113 because that's the number of deception. Let me get to 114. I don't want to go at 113. Illusions Lost Live was 113, which is a number of deception, so he's deceiving the masses with his live streams. Now, let's get past 113. It's amazing what people say in comments. No, my pleasure, Joseph. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, Brody. It's not Homer. Have a great day, Robert. A wonderful day, Johnny. Gigi. I wonder if it's Gigi, Brian. Zach, how you doing, bro? Zach Miles, putting in the miles. Zinchenko crying. Actor. He said if the Ukraine make it to the World Cup, it'll be the greatest achievement in Ukraine's history. They didn't make it, did they? Because Wales got there 64 years after they last got there. That's 64, connected to 311, connected to coronavirus, announced 311, 64th prime. And then Bale, who's a really high-ranked Mason. He goes to Real Madrid, wins everything. He gets Wales to the World Cup, first time in 64 years, gets them to the semi-final of the Euros. Tiny little Wales that have players whose second best player is Aaron Ramsey, who's playing in the SPL, but they can get to the semi-final of the Euros and make it to the World Cup. Because it's all ritual. It has nothing to do with ability. And I've been saying that for 2 years. It's not ability, it's ritual. All right? And then there's magic involved. Wow, I'm talking about 64 with 64 in the live. All right, I got past the 113. No, my pleasure, Glass Eye. I'll keep doing it. It's so funny. I always laugh some people's names. My pleasure, Glass Eye. I'm going to keep exposing. I was chosen to do this, and I answered the call. Most people hang up. I answered it. I spoke. I listened, and boom, God, I can't leave at 115 now either. 116, I don't know any connections. I can't leave at 115 because that's Masonic Lucifer Freemasons. Let me get to 116. About 45 seconds. Love you too, Anonymous. I struggle with that word to even pronounce it. The Antichrist equals 64. Barack Hussein Obama, 64. Wow. And your 6 and 4 gets you your 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. Jeez, man. It's crazy stuff. But isn't it fun decoding this scripted reality rather than just being trapped inside of it? Oblivious to it all. I'd rather know this knowledge. I'd rather know this knowledge and share this knowledge and embrace this knowledge than ignore this knowledge, run away from this knowledge, ridicule this knowledge. Simple as that. More people are waking up to it, which is great for me, but it's great for the world as well. It's great for the world without sounding dramatic. They're going down, guys. They're going down. They've had the time for centuries now running the show. They've had the time. They say all good things come to an end. I think so do all bad things as well. All right? Let's create a new world, guys, where it's not run by Satanists. It's run by beautiful spirits who care about each other. Just go out there. Right, let's finish this up. Do something today to help somebody. I went for a walk with this beautiful dog. I stroked it. I rubbed its belly. It was wagging its tail. Boom. I made somebody happy, even though it's a dog. It still has a soul. Okay? Do something. Go do something nice now. Anything. Call somebody. Message someone now and say, hey, did anyone ever tell you that you're beautiful, that you're really funny, that you're inspiring? Just do something like that right now and watch how it makes you feel and how that person feels. Right, I'm going at 116. Well, 117, that's fine. Euro 2020 final was on 11-7. Golden State Warriors is your 117. Maybe that's a sign. With 54 likes and Steph Curry gets you 54 in 2 ciphers, just like baseball. All right. Adios, guys. And much love to each and every one of you. Let's keep working hard to reveal this deception, eh? Cheers.